Alright. Hello, nurse.
Oh, you're awake. I was starting to worry.
Are you alright?
I've been worse. I'll be better still when we get out of here.
Those are coming. Let's get out of here.
I hope you have a plan.
Nope.
Help! Someone, help us! My friend is dying.
What's the matter with you? Oh, trying to be tricky, are we?
That's a lot of blood.
It's yours.
This should be easy enough.
And we got a mace. And Jip shit her pants also. Ah. We got our gear. That was fast. So we just looking now down this really fine establishment.
On it.
Ah, much better. Oh no, not fucking my bodies again.
Let's grab some glory!
You're getting sloppy!
Alright. Little shot. I don't think I've done the break out from this side. I usually always call for allies. This is going to be interesting. See what this will entail.
On it.
Officer's armory.
This should be easy enough.
Oh. Colonel.
As you wish.
And more. Okay, that's to get the key. We are not going to want to get the key, we want to get out.
We had it a month, and already this armor doesn't fit.
What's the password?
Blighted green recruits. Nobody gets through without it.
Oh. Oh. So we need to find the password. I wonder, can we get the password
What's
from
this?
here?
Ah! You must be the new recruits we were expecting. You're late.
The rest of your patrol is in the storage room. Find them and get yourselves ready for inspection.
Storage room.
I almost didn't make it out the mess today. Forgot the blighted password again.
That's why I write it down every day and keep it in my pocket. I got stuck on the second floor hallway for 3 hours last week. I swear those guards are possessed by demons or something.
I might just have pickpocketed him. Get the password.
What's the password? Did you forget, or are you just daft?
Blighted green recruits. Nobody gets through without it.
I did have a password. What's the fucking password? It's rabbit. Okay, we have a rabbit.
What's the password?
Rabbit.
Go on through.
Thank you.
Go on through.
Thank you.
And where do you think you're going? Very well. Get to the barracks and stay out of trouble.
Dum-dee-dum-dee-dum-dee-die. It's always nice to get out without killing a whole bunch. And we're just moving out.
What's wrong?
Damn it!
Take that!
Okay, so both of them came.
Desperation is an ugly perfume.
Down you go!
Right.
Du mein fucking hit. Captain.
Are you alright? You know, I'm almost disappointed we didn't get to try our plan. How well.
Okay.
As you wish.
This is a sweet pun.
On it. Right.
Okay. What clever state it is. But I don't under. Ah, son of a. Just save. Just to make sure. This could be an ambush. There's a lever. As I said, there's a lever.
As you wish.
Well, ah!
Is it just me, or do you actually think you have a chance?
What are they trying to prove here? That they can be killed? Or that
Right. Here we go!
I'm not sure what they tried to prove. Ah, well,
Right.
Ambush after ambush.
This should be easy enough.
Alright. Let's see. I hope I don't advance the story too much by go up and talk to Those son of a bitches.
Maker's breath. It's good to see you in one piece, my friend.
Indeed. We have been praying for your safe return, Warden.
I think I've seen so much of a dungeon as I ever want to.
I can believe it. Though I'm afraid if we do not act quickly to erode Loghain's support, we may all be seeing a great deal of Fort Draken in the future.
Very little. We will need to work together, and quickly. My father has gone mad. I didn't believe it at first, but he is gripped by a paranoia so severe it prevents him from seeing sense. He saw me as a threat, yet even now I'm certain he will be telling the nobles you are dangerous murderers that have kidnapped and mind-controlled me. He may even believe it.
Is there no way to reason with him?
I thought so. I'd hoped so. Hao's influence was strong. His death can only be a good thing, but even that will not be enough. I know my father, and he is committed to his course. He will see this through, no matter what. You will need ammunition come the Landsmeet, and I can help you in that regard. You have only just arrived in the city, so perhaps you are unaware of some recent events. Denerim has been in turmoil since Ostagar. Many people here are angry or grieving. Strangely, the unrest is worst in the alienage. Few elves accompanied the army. They should have little reason to be upset, which means that Hao and my father must have given them reason. I don't know what is happening there, but I am certain my father has his hands in it.
A useful lead, Anora, but you could have sent this information with your maid.
That is true. I feared for my safety as Hao's prisoner. But to tell the truth, I sent Erlina to you because I hoped we might join forces. You need that evidence for the Landsmeet. But you also need a stronger candidate for the throne. You need me.
And what of Alistair?
I have no doubt Alistair is biddable enough, and decent. But even with his blood, he is no king. You think only I can see it? Not only that, Alistair is a Grey Warden. It will look like you are trying to put a Grey Warden on the throne, despite your claims. I am a neutral party, and I am already queen.
Anora, you are indeed Cailan's widow, but...
I am the daughter of Ferelden's greatest general. Who do you think truly ruled this nation for the last 5 years? Cailan. I am what this country needs, not an untrained king who does not even want the throne. I can help you stop my father. Consider what I have said. For now, I think I will retire to my room. Warden, when you have a moment, I ask that you speak to me in private.
Alright, Anora. We'll do that.
Well, she's quite spirited. I remember when Loghain first brought her to Denerim. Poor Cailan was a good boy, but Anora was always 2 steps ahead. Had him jumping when she snapped since the first time she batted her eyelashes. I cannot help thinking she may be trouble, but we should keep her close, all the same. This is an alliance of convenience. For the moment, we are united against Loghain. Be careful how much trust you place in her. I do not for a moment think Anora means to give up her power easily. Still, I would rather have her where we can watch her than actively working for Loghain.
I think she would make a better ruler than...
Anora was a capable administrator for Cailan's lands, but she has not a drop of royal blood. We did not fight the Orlesians all those years just to lose our royal line in a single generation. Not when there's a surviving son of the blood.
Are you serious? No, never mind. I don't even want to hear the rest of this. You two just keep talking about me. I'm gonna stand over here with my fingers in my ears.
That would certainly solve a lot of problems, and put forth the strongest argument before the Landsmeet to remove Loghain from power. With Therin blood on the throne, and Anora's wisdom and popularity, Ferelden could present the most united front against the Blight. Unfortunately, the marriage would never happen. unless they both agree to it. And I suspect that might take a lot of persuading to get past her pride and his humility.
The first thing about... let's talk about...
Ferelden was first united by Calenhad, the Silver Knight. For 400 years, his descendants have ruled Ferelden. That was the heritage we preserved from the Orlesians. And it is the heritage I will fight for as long as one of Calenhad's descendants still lives. Without that to unite us, we could scatter back to warring Terniers.
Okay.
We certainly have a great deal to plan.
I got it.
Of course, if I might make a suggestion, go speak with Anora. She will either be a powerful ally or a powerful enemy, and the sooner we know which she is, the better.
Oh yes. And we're going to talk
I haven't been here in a while. They've changed the dining room. Ask away. Of course. You never asked?
I don't answer that.
We are friends. I didn't mean to... It wasn't supposed to... Oh, let me explain. The thing is, I'm used to not telling anyone who didn't already know. It was always a secret. Even Duncan was the only Grey Warden who knew. And then after the battle, when I should have told you, I don't know, it seemed like it was too late by then. How do you just tell someone that? Yes, well, I suppose part of me kind of liked you not knowing. They treat me differently. I become the bastard prince to them, instead of just Alistair. I know that must sound stupid to you, but I hate that it shaped my entire life. I never wanted it, and I certainly don't want to be king. The very idea of it terrifies me. You can say that again. I don't think I've ever had a choice in the matter. Right from when I was born, all my choices have been made for me. And now Arleman plans to put me forward as the heir. It never ends, does it? And for what it's worth, I'm sorry for not telling you sooner. It was a dumb thing to do.
I apologize.
I guess it's kind of a relief that you know now. Let's go. I haven't been here in a while. Ask away. Of course.
Never mind. Okay. It's Anora first then. Where is that royal pain in the butt? She's there.
Hello again, Warden. It is good that you came to speak with me. I will be blunt. I can see that your voice will be a strong one in days to come. It is to you that Eamon listens, and with good reason. My father must be stopped, but once that is done, Ferelden will need a ruler. I would welcome your support for my throne.
Think you're a better candidate than Alistair?
Do you disagree? You are a fellow Grey Warden. What do you think of Alistair's potential to rule? Never mind his willingness. Indeed. I am also doing what I must for the good of my country. Alistair seems like a kind, well-meaning man, and biddable enough. These are admirable qualities, if not kingly ones. He also seems to be a fine Grey Warden, which is exactly why he should remain one and serve the kingdom by defeating the Darkspawn. Cailan knew of Alistair. It was Arl Eamon that kept Alistair out of the courts, as Merrick had desired. Oh, there are some who would follow Alistair out of respect for his Therin blood. The others would see this as Eamon grabbing for power. Who else do you think Alistair would turn to for help? Eventually, the nobility would return to the old days of constant warring with each other. Alistair's weakness would destroy everything Merrick built.
What's your alternative? You don't seem to like Alistair much.
My feelings towards Alistair have nothing to do with it. I barely know him. I simply believe that I am what this country needs. I will fight for what I believe. Would Alistair do the same? Thus, I say again, I would welcome your support for the throne if you would give it.
I sure support.
For years, I have ruled this kingdom as Caelin's queen. As much as they loved Caelin, all of the Banon knew this to be so. Caelin was a good man, but what is needed now is not another good man, but a good ruler. I sent Alina here not solely because I thought I needed help, but because I saw an opportunity for us both. I need your support, Warden, and you will need mine.
I don't think I'm as important as you believe.
No? You're a Grey Warden, and despite the fact that my father will paint himself as the only one who can protect the country from the Blight, it is not so. Secondly, you saved Arl Eamon from a plot that no doubt had its origins in Hal's sick little mind. People will not forget that. You are competent and powerful, and in the right place at the right time. Used to your advantage, these things could bring you far.
Are you proposing an alliance?
That is exactly what I am proposing. When the time comes, you support my bid in the Landsmeet to remain on the throne. You will be seen as my father's enemy, yet you will be in support of his daughter. You will be seen as supporting the interests of Ferelden, as opposed to solely those of the Grey Wardens. In return, I add my voice to yours. Do you see? Together we can do what alone we cannot.
Why not simply marry Alistair?
Ignoring that the man looks so much like Caelin, my recently dead husband, if you'll recall, my main fear is that he might govern like Caelin as well. But it is true that Alistair has Theron blood. To some, this is more important even than practical considerations. A union might be considered a compromise, but is this something Alistair even desires?
I think I could convince him.
Let me say this. If Alistair is willing to stand back and allow me to continue governing the nation, then I would be willing to have him as my king. It is my understanding that governing does not appeal to him anyhow. If that is so, this is a compromise I can live with.
I'll speak with him then.
Do so. I will be interested to hear what he has to say.
He got a word from me in where I'm from. Kirsten Giftekniv. Yup. I wrote in.
So I'm guessing someone told Honora I was planning to steal her throne. She has a nasty glare. She wants to be queen. I get it. I don't trust her any more than her father, but I get it.
What do you think about her?
They say that Honora is smart, determined. She's supposedly the one who's really ruled here, not Caelin. She's her father's daughter. Me? I say that's where the problem lies. People like her and her father always think they're the only ones who can fix things. So everyone should just stay out of their way. What do you think? When the Landsmeet comes, you might even have a say.
I think you should marry her.
Marry her? As in marriage, as in be her husband? You've spoken to her about this? You did, didn't you? I can't say I like the idea at all. Why should I even consider something like this?
I think this is the best compromise for peace. He can rule while you lead.
You might have something there. All right. You've convinced me. If it comes to that, I'll agree to marry her. Make her help us all. Go and tell her. If you think it's a good idea. Me? I think I need a drink. Or 10.
10? Oh, I love this. I love this so much.
Well, have you spoken to my lucky betrothed yet? Or will we be reduced to passing notes?
He's agreed on your terms.
He has? I wasn't expecting that, to tell you the truth. To marry Kaelin's brother. Well, I suppose stranger things have happened. If it will truly help matters... Is this it then? I agree to marry Alistair to retain my throne, and in exchange I give you my support. If not, then tell me now.
Marry Alistair and you have my support.
Done. So, we have a deal, Warden. I trust you'll keep your end of the bargain. Now, I suppose, comes the task of dealing with my father. That will be no small feat, of course, but I am certain you already know this. I imagine you have much to do. Is there anything else you needed from me?
Do you need anything?
No. And while I know your concern is hardly disinterested, still... Thank you.
You're welcome. Alina.
My lady, she will be forever grateful, Warden.
By the way, I am pretty sure we can produce an heir because the taint. Well, I can't say for sure, of course. I am no master in this, but
Warden, let me know if there's any assistance I can give you. We have much to do and little time.
I think he's doing in the alien.
Maker knows what that man is capable of now.
I got to work.
Of course, if I might make a suggestion, go speak with Anora.
Already done that.
Warden, let me know if there's any assistance I can give you. My hearing must be going. I could swear you just said that Alistair and Anora agreed to marry. Of course, but I hardly imagined that you could convince her so readily. I am impressed. This alliance can only help us. Well done, my friend. We need to do all that we can in the few days left to us before the lands meet.
I am good. I am just so good.
Hello again, friend. It looks as though you're no worse for wear after your stay in Fort Draken.
Did you know Duncan well?
We went through our joining together, more years ago than I like to remember. He was exactly the same back then, tough as stone and just as grizzled. I think he understood sooner than the rest of us how ugly a choice it is to let the few be sacrificed to protect the many. Always left himself a soft spot for his recruits, though. Only where he ever let himself down. Well, I'd be happy to tell you what I know, but it seems to me that you've picked the important parts up yourself. Be firm in your beliefs, protect people from their own ignorance, and be as loyal as you can to your brothers, even knowing you'll share their deaths.
How many ones are there?
It's tough to say. Only the fortress in Weishaupt has every record. But there are certainly a few dozen or hundreds in every nation in Thedas. The Anderfells are home to over 1,000. It's almost like the Archdemon chose Ferelden deliberately, knowing how unguarded it is.
Have you been in the fortress?
Once only, and I'd rather not go again. It's far, lass, and very foreign. The Wardens there, they fight Darkspawn like you and me, but they're shaped by the winters there in the forest. They're a cold group and don't care like they should about the rest of the world. Their king is weak, and many Anders look to the Wardens to rule. I hate to say this, but some of them seem to want it that way.
How were the Wardens founded?
It was near 1,200 years ago, and no one knows for sure, except that it began with a group of Anders soldiers. Apparently, they defected from their king's army, vowing that fighting the Blight was more important, and traveled all the way to Tevinter themselves. They were the first ones to track down the Archdemon Dumat, and the ones to slay him, although none survived the battle. But they had picked up followers by then, and it was they who formally founded the Order, and were recognized by Thedas.
Why has it been so long since the last blight?
Archdemons don't awaken on their own, you know. It takes the Darkspawn, tunneling and tunneling, searching for centuries to find one. And with no one to lead them, it must be sheer chance, or maybe instinct, which leads them. What's surprising isn't that it takes so long between blights. What's surprising is that they succeed at all. But I imagine the old gods call to them. And it's that voice in the darkness which drives them through so many generations.
Guess that's all for now.
The important thing to remember is, none of that matters. When you're facing Darkspawn, all you need to know is to stop them at all costs. Hello again, friend. It looks as though you're no worse for wear after your stay in Fort Draken.
What are your plans?
When I'm well enough, I'm going to continue my journey toward Ostagar. Hopefully I'll be able to trace the heart of the Blight and where the Archdemon itself abides. If we want to defeat this Archdemon, we need to know where it is and how soon it might strike. If there were more of us, I would agree. But as it is, I don't think we can deprive all the armies you've gathered of a commander. Good luck to you, then. We will have to talk again when the Landsmeet is more settled.
Alright. Okay. Yep. So tomorrow we will stop now, and tomorrow we are going to the Alien Age, and we are going to have some fun there, and I hope we can finish this game tomorrow. Or else it will be tomorrow after tomorrow. And then we will continue with Dragon Age Awakened. Probably. And see, I have some other plans in mind because I'm playing another game, an MMO, and they got some double EXP weekend, and I am planning to stream that. But I haven't decided yet. I need to ask the guild and so on, and we'll see what come of it. But I'll try to talk about that later on, and after we have finished this game. And well, it's been fun as of yet, so. You can catch the watch on YouTube at Owlet10, yeah, and you can always follow me on Twitter at Owlet10 to find out anything, if there's any change or anything like that. And well, thank you for watching, and see you tomorrow at 1 PM CST. Ciao!